We're about to get a Slayer. We already got a Slayer task. We're about to go do Dagonoths. But I will explain. So from the skill Slayer, I got an item called a Zenite. And that item that can be made into an item, but it requires some crafting. So I don't like to do too much glass blowing on stream, but I've been crushing it offline. I'm not using cannon because I don't have a ton of cannonballs. I'm pretty much only using cannon for Calphite and aberrant specters, but I'm kind of skipping those right now. Yeah, I don't have cannonballs in my Iron Man, and we kind of talked about it. I really just want mage. I really just want mage and melee XP. Since my range is 99, I'd rather kill the task slower and get the melee XP. Yo, LMGD, thank you for the raid. Guys, I still need to do... I need to do Pyramid Plunder. I need to do Pyramid Plunder so I can upgrade my altar in my house. I grinded out all the levels to upgrade the damn altar in my house, but I still haven't done it yet. And I need the scepter. You can't upgrade the altar to the max one without the scepter. I mean, to be fair, it's like it saves maybe like 1 minute every time you need to change your book, but it is worth 1 minute over the course of, you know, a human lifetime. Think about that, guys, because that's how long you play RuneScape, because you never quit. It's a lot of minutes. It's a lot of minutes added up over time. All right, boys, let's see how hard we can hit here. We should be absolutely blasting. Wait, I should be using a crystal chest. 70 on the punish. That's my first range punish. Big 70 damage. Oops. Okay. What's the highest your heavy ballista can hit on these guys? I'm trying to get like a 100 damage or something. I'm on accurate. I'm on accurate on the heavy ballista. Wait, I feel like I'm losing a lot of damage on my bow by having my torso on. Honestly, zombie axe is already a 5-tick weapon, so the damage on it is decent. Like the punish damage is good, but with the amount of tick loss that I have from swapping to the punish weapon, it may be an actual damage loss for me to try and punish these mobs. I might just use zombie axe and then use punish on the ballista. No crystal body? Dude, I messed up. Totally messed up and brought the torso. I thought there's no tick loss with punish. No, I'm bad and distracted by talking to chat, so it might be a net loss for me to try and punish every single one. I might actually not... If I just don't lose ticks with zombie axe, I think the max hit is only like plus 20 or something like that. You have to be really like... You have to be kind of locked in. And when I'm streaming, I'm not really locked in. I'm just wondering if it's actual DPS gain if I'm missing ticks and swapping for punish. Probably evens out. Well, see how many ticks I just lost from trying to do a punish there? Are you gonna get a synapse this kill? I hope so. Let's combine that. Grab this one. I mean, I do more damage when I'm doing melee without the crystal body, but when I use the bow, it's definitely a DPS loss. So I don't want to have a ton of switches, but I think overall it's probably still better to have the crystal than the torso. As long as you're clicking 2 times in the same tick, you're using 0 prayer, but you're getting the offense and the defense bonus. I like to have this thing here where you're double clicking inside here. That way you can see the X's, the splats to verify. I don't know how people are doing it just off feel or whatever up here that are double clicking here and looking at it. That's like some OG shit. I didn't learn that way. I guess they're going off of sound. That's awesome. Any DSIM gifters? Yo, DSIMmies rise up in the chat, baby. You have to turn on sound first and then listen for some rhythms. Yeah, guys, you see the whole thing is like, I don't really have rhythm. So we need a visual indicator. Never do Tormented Demons as a streamer. Okay, guys, I just want to tell you guys that. Never do anything where you have to pay attention to the screen as a streamer. Paid for Infernal Cape confirmed. Guys, listen. Be careful saying that kind of stuff because there's people that will believe you. I know you guys are joking, But you got to remember, on the internet these days, people will just hear something and then believe it. They won't fact check it. They won't do any research. And then you will inherently, from your joke, you will spread a well-known fact on the internet that I paid for my cape. So just be careful when you're making jokes like that on the internet these days. Unless that's something that you want to do. Like, if you want to slander my name and have people coming in here and being annoying and saying that I bought my Infernal Cape, you know what? I guess keep it going. But if you actually don't want that to happen, then be careful with your jokes. This is something I got to teach to other streamers too. Because a lot of streamers don't realize, you know, the effect that their jokes are having and stuff these days. People really don't know the difference between joking and not joking anymore, because the whole like with technology and streaming and all that, we don't really have socialization. We don't really pick up on human mannerisms and stuff like that. We don't really pick up on sarcasm anymore. Everybody just believes exactly what they hear. It's crazy. That's the era we live in now. It's kind of a fine line, because I know for 100% fact that almost nobody wants to see me get carried through stuff. And so then you have to bring people that are bad, or not bad, but like they don't have like max gear. You know what I mean? They're like me, like they're bad like me at my current point in the game. Yeah, then I have to cap their gear. Basically, I would run with fire capers only. And then that has a higher chance of, at that point, if I actually wanted to get gear, I'm like a very logical thinker sometimes. Sometimes I think too logically instead of maybe like having fun. But then again, also my version of having fun is getting the loot. So the highest chance of me getting loot in TOA is to actually run solo, because I know that I have a low percentage of chance of, you know, maybe messing up mechanics in comparison to other people. Then I start factoring that in. And then I'm like, with my current gear, I can push a little bit. I can push 300s, 350s in my current gear and pretty much complete it probably 90% of the time in a decent amount of time. So I know that solo automatically is going to be the best way for me to run TOAs, unless I find someone who's like almost equal gear, equal skilled. And even then, chat will probably most likely say that I'm getting carried. So the only way to not get carried is just to run solo. And that's more fun, and I get more loot, and chat would rather watch that than me running with viewers. So ultimately, I usually decide on just running solos or sticking to TOA Fridays, where I am very clearly not getting carried by the people in the clan. So it's like a never-ending thought process going on. And so that's kind of like where I'm at with it. AI lies all the time. Has anybody else done any recent research on AGI and the possible outcomes that we're looking at as a human race, with AI accelerating at the rate that it is due to competition amongst the nations to be the leaders in AGI research? Is that actually scaring anybody else? It's freaking scary. Why be scared? You guys know all the like apocalyptic movies where machines take over the world because they no longer need humans? That's happening sooner than you think. And the most likely reason for it to happen is competition to be the first ones to build the most advanced AI and the profit that it will bring. It's like a profit-driven apocalypse, because companies will compete to try and build the best AI. And once it happens, they'll build an AI so good that the AI won't need us to accomplish its goal. In fact, the AI might see humans as an obstacle and try to remove them so that it can accomplish its goal. And whatever that goal might be, it might be building the most efficient civilization, and realizing that humans are not efficient would try to get rid of them, which is crazy. However, the number one focus right now that is trying to be brought into the space is people bringing awareness to this problem and trying to stop it before it happens, and making sure that there's an extreme amount of safety protocols put into place so that that doesn't happen. But that's the extreme. That's the extreme of what's going on. So the more recent issue with AI and the problems that AI will cause is joblessness. And it's basically taking away, AI will increase the gap between poor and rich, And when you have no middle class, you have a huge problem. And though AI will get rid of jobs, it might create new jobs, but they're worried that it might not create enough new jobs, and it might increase unemployment from 10 to 20%, which would create an economic disaster globally. And then we would have to try and fix it by taking more money from the rich and distributing it and doing like a wealth distribution system, which creates a lot of other economic issues. I'm fascinated by this topic. I think it's everyone should be worried about this. It's one of the only topics that actually concerns everyone on Earth, because not only does the extreme of it equal extinction for the human race, but the other extreme is that it can ruin a lot of jobs, especially in third world countries where they do a lot of like telecommunications, like tech support. Tech support is pretty much gone now. AI is taking over tech support, so it's gonna be kind of crazy, and it's gonna cause a lot of problems. That's why a lot of people are becoming plumbers and stuff like that, because AI cannot replace like joints and people screwing in like people doing electrical work and plumbing. Those type of jobs ain't going anywhere for a long time, until we get very, very advanced robots that can mimic human-like movement, which we're nowhere near that yet. But that will come, but that could be 50 years away. Whereas people thinking and doing jobs that require like a high level of thinking, like coding and problem solving, those jobs are going to be gone first. Like the mid-level white-collar jobs, those are going to be gone first. So it's pretty scary. It's pretty scary right now. Job security in the next 5 years has been the most scary I would say it's ever been in human history. It's even more scary than the Industrial Revolution when all the factory workers and stuff were getting replaced. It's going to be more detrimental than that. It's super, super scary. I'm chilling in healthcare. The jobs that you don't have to worry about, at least in the next 5 to 10 years, is anybody that works with people. That's what they're saying, is like, if you're anyone who deals with like empathy on any kind of empathy type of level, like nurses, like shrinks, what do they call them? Psychologists, people, like if your main job is like interact with people, those type of jobs ain't going anywhere, because robots and stuff are not good at like detecting emotion and helping people on those type of levels. So it's an interesting topic. I'm super fascinated about it. I don't think it's all doom and gloom. I do have faith in humanity that they would stop it before extinction, but because of how much awareness is being brought to it now. But I'm doing my part by just talking about it and bring awareness to it. You guys can do your own research and, you know, protect your own jobs and livelihoods, etc. But I do care about you guys, and I want to make sure that everybody, you know, is prepared for what could happen in the next 10 years. And like I said, I'm just interested in it, and I want to make sure my family's good too, you know. So I wonder if streamers will ever get replaced at the end of the day. Would you guys watch an AI streamer ever, or do you prefer the real thing? We're watching a bot right now. Guys, I am not a bot. I'm for real. I'm for real. On God. Wasting XP? Guys, wasting XP just tells me that I'm being a good streamer. Straight up. That means I'm talking to you guys. It means I'm being a bad Runescape player, but a good streamer. It's okay to waste XP. Yeah, I could talk about that stuff all day, man. It's super scary, but I love watching videos about it. Make sure people are like, it's funny to read the comments too, because everybody's like, yeah, we're screwed. That's the general response to anyone that watches these AI videos that realize where AI is headed and how fast it's headed there. Most people are like, yeah, it's not looking good. It is scary. No one knows anything about how it really works. That's what's scary. Half of my department got moved to a Malaysian office. That's the real issue in office work right now. It sucks. Here's what's true. What's true and scary is this. So basically, over the last 10 years, AI has been kind of advancing like this. And that's why 10 years ago, you heard the term AI, right? You heard the term AI right here. And this was in like, how do I make this tip smaller? I don't know how to use paint. What is this, like 2010? How do I make the tip smaller? I got a smaller brush over here, man. Ask AI Ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT, how to make my brush smaller in Paint? Use the pencil. Okay, here we go. This is like 2010. In 2010, you heard about AI, and it's like, okay, yeah, AI, whatever. But now in 2025, you know, AI is starting to ramp like this. But in 2027, the predictions are that AI will be like this. And so in the next year, AI is supposed to surpass the past 15 years of AI, and it's supposed to double. So like, this is what's scary, is that the advances of AI are getting so good so fast that we might have AI replacing jobs by as early, like 30% of all jobs on the planet could be replaced by AI in just a year or two from now because of how fast it's advancing. And that's why people are scared about it. And it's because a lot of people don't see it as being a problem right now. And it's not right now that people are worried about. It's a year from now when people are freaking out about. It's the future people are scared of. And that's why most people have been kind of like starting to really bring awareness to this thing, because we could all be out of job soon. Wrong axis? Guys, I am a streamer. I don't know how to make graphs. So if you're out there making fun of my graph, shut it, okay? This is why I need AI. And that's why AI is scary, okay? Because we're going to be dependent on them soon. Because most of us are idiots, especially me. And we will develop a dependency on AI to cover up our idiocracy and fill in the blanks on things that we're not good at. And most of us are not good at anything, which means we'll need AI for everything. Okay? So further proving my point here. Is AI the problem, or is it greedy humans? Well, it's both. I mean, first off, most people, given the opportunity to make more money, will always, like, competition will always drive innovation, and competition is a good thing. But when it comes to AI and the threats that AI proposes, competition and innovation become a problem at a certain point if it's not put in check. So a good thing is also becoming a bad thing in this particular scenario, which involves the extinction of the human race. So you have to bring awareness. People need to be fearful of this so that people can protest against it and make sure that we're checking the companies that have absolute power on this, right? Otherwise, it gets like super scary. It's like a scary scenario. And yeah, it's a real ass thing, guys. It's a real ass thing to be scared of. I'm scared of it for sure. What world is the protest, guys? We're going to AGI protest world. Yeah. RuneScape is going to be the leader in protesting against the advancement of AGI and super intelligence. All right, Unc. Back to Slayer. Bust out the cannons. Anyways, guys, we have at least a year before we have to be worried about all this. So let's hit some Slayer. It's kind of crazy though that the botting problem that we experience in MMOs is going to be coming to the entire world very soon. And there is no way to beat the bots. There is no solution. We've already tried in MMOs. It just doesn't work. They will always exist. Except the IRL bots are not against TOS. That's true. Now that you put it like that, I'm scared. Shit, brother. It's a real thing. Just like viruses, they ever evolve and change. Exactly. The bots are always evolving and changing and figuring ways around everything. You gotta stop watching iRobot before bedtime. Hey, I mean, there's a little bit of truth in everything, guys. There's a little bit of truth in every joke, every movie. That's what makes a good movie is it's relatable, you know? The Matrix is way ahead of its time. If we wake up and we're actually in a simulation, then the Matrix was true. Yo, any like Neil deGrasse Tyson fans or what's his name? Brian, the guy that does like Space Talk, and Brian Cox. Those guys, the astrophysicist guys. Dude, I love learning about space. Brian Cox and Carl Sagan. The stuff that they help you to realize is so crazy. Like how big the universe is, and it's only the relative universe, that the observable universe, that the universe is bigger, then there might be more universes inside. Every time you go inside of a black hole, it's like you enter into a new universe. Like there might be multiple universes, and we're just sitting here on Earth, like probably we'll never make it past Mars. How big everything is. It's actually crazy. to try and think about it. I don't even think our brains can grasp it. All that shit's made up. We live in Gielinor. I think that there is some kind of psychology about like why we play MMOs and all that, why we enjoy this, but just being inside of Gielinor is very comfortable for me. Or being inside of Azeroth. It's a familiar world that kind of feels like home to me, you know? More than the real world sometimes. I love learning about space though. Stars for life? Yeah, I don't really have that much time where I play the game AFK. However, I could plan 99 mining for when OnlyFans comes out. Am I cooking right now? I could star mine while I'm playing OnlyFans, and I can kind of schedule that. That's something I could hit in like a month or two. Is probably 99 mining from when I go play OnlyFans next year. Because like right now, I don't have any AFK playtime. I'm always playing the game actively. All my time played is pretty much active. But when I'm playing WoW, I'll have time to AFK where I can very easily second monitor star mining. Or I could do bone shards for prayer XP and get an insane amount of prayer. Bone shards is barely AFK? Oh no. Slayer level now, 79ers. We are level 79ers and we will be 80 after this task. Tormented demons are a pretty good task. Pie boost for dragon boot. Oh, hell no. What level is D boot? 83? Where do they drop? God Wars? Oh! They drop from the spiritual mages when you're on your way to farm Zilliana. So all we have to do is pie boost, go do Zilliana, and maybe we get dragon boots. And I'm going to do Zilliana anyway. So the next time I do Zilliana, I bring a pie and we cross our fingers. Wait a second. We're going to do Zilliana today, I think. Half of a wild pie and 1 wild pie. Wait, I do. I have 1.5. Guys, is it possible for me to get dragon boots today with 1.5 wild pies? I have the preserve. I've got the preservation. With streamer luck, maybe. Is it really going to take streamer luck for me to get that? Guys, I just got a pie from the sandwich lady. So I'm thinking that maybe that's the universe. Or possibly AI from the future giving me a sign to eat some pie in real life right now. And I don't want to upset the super intelligence from the future that's telling me, since they will be taking over the world soon. So I don't want to piss them off. So I am going to probably go and get some pie right now. I do also believe that it helps with RNG, arthritis, and some other things, which is why I'm trying to be healthier. And that's why I need to eat the pie. So I will be right back. Everyone take 2 minutes. And let's get a coffee and a slice of pie. And then we will finish up the Tormented Demon task, which I'm 502. So we can go ahead and pay out the prediction now. Because I am officially 10 times Showback dry on Tormented Demons. Unbelievable. Chat, 1 second. This guy's asked me, how do you like Bofa here compared to Scorching Bow? And I said, I don't have a Scobo. And he said, oh, one of those. What the hell does he mean by that? I'm an Iron Man. I can't just buy everything. What's he talking about? Why is he just standing there looking at me farm? Why doesn't he go do something? This guy's been watching me farm Tormented Demons. I'm getting creeped out. He's just standing there. I like his helmet though. Chat, how do I get the black and red Slayer helmet? I need this. I need this right now. How do I get black and red Slayer helmet, red eyes? King Black Dragon helmet. What do you mean King Black Dragon helmet? How do I get that? You could kill the King Black Dragon for his head and then pay 1,000 Slayer points. Yeah, we need to get that ASAP. That thing looks insane. That's going to go... Imagine that helmet with the red and black full crystal after Deadman mode in January. I need that. Full red and black. We got to get that. That's going to be Pog. The video game awards suck. I didn't even know there was a video game awards. I'll tell you why they suck probably. It's too big of a categories. It's too many. It's too broad of a, it's not like the RuneScape awards is a great idea of a good awards show. If they did like what does Jagex do? They do some kind of awards, right? Golden Gnome. They give away like golden gnomes to RuneScape creators. That is an example of a good award show. If it's in a show, I haven't seen it or whatever. but it's a small enough niche to where everyone in the audience probably knows of or has heard of that guy before or that girl that wins. Okay? That is an example of a good award show. Now, also, the actor awards. What is it? The Oscars. That is a good award show because it's just a bunch of actors over there. And I guess it got like everyone in the film industry. It's like a film industry award. It's a more niche. But if it was an entertainment awards, it would probably be too broad. Because you'd have like comedians, actors, singers, dancers. You have everybody up in there. Maybe even have Kai Cenat in there too. Like big Twitch streamer entertainers. So like, that's like too big of an award. I feel like the streamer award is also too big. I feel like each section needs their own award show. It needs to be like smaller sections because IRL should be its own award show on its own. It needs its own award show. It's just too it's too broad. It's just streamers patting each other on the back. That's okay to do. I think a lot of people are a little bit too harsh when it comes to people accomplishing something. It's okay to say, yeah, that guy did a good job. And I think our society in general is becoming too toxic. And even on Twitch, like, people in the chat that are being nice can be looked at as being cringe. And that's such a toxic culture that we're developing. And that needs to stop. And that's why I'm really encouraging you guys to like keep your logs balanced and stuff. Because we don't want people that are just negative all the time. And I don't want people in here thinking that it's not cool to be nice. Like, that is the epitome of just a terrible society and community that we're building here on Twitch. And it's all masked and hidden behind anonymity on the internet, which is what originally started it. And it's just gotten out of control to the point where people think that they can literally just like say whatever they want to you virtually. And it just has no effect on the streamer. I mean, streamers are humans too. We feel emotion. We're not just these robots up here talking. We read the comments and we have to choose to like skim over it and not read it so it doesn't change the energy on the stream. And we become a toxic person fighting people in the chat all the time. So I really appreciate when you guys say nice things every now and then. Makes me think maybe I'm doing something right in the world. And I do laugh at the mean stuff every now and then, but I don't want to make it all about that. So yeah, just a quick shout out to the people that are positive in the chat, man. Thank you guys. The quitting joke was funny for like a day when Showbet quit New World and got canceled, but that's about it. Yeah, I'm sure it's tough for like Savix and Guzu to deal with that too, but they probably just have people. I mean, Showbeck still deals with it today. People going in his chat, calling him a quitter and stuff like that. And it's they're not going in there to be funny. They're going in there to try and piss him off. Like it's really not the joke. I think the joke is actually funny. I think the intent behind it is no longer funny. It's now malicious and designed as a triggering mechanism. It's now being used as a one-guy mechanism to piss off the streamer. It's harassment. And that's more along the lines of like people taking a joke too far. And that's kind of how the culture is now. People turn a joke into harassment and they use it as fuel to try to piss a streamer off. And so guys, the day that I go back to play TBC for OnlyFans, I'm probably going to ban a ridiculous amount of people. And it's going to make me sad because when I start getting harassed, I get into a bad mood. And I'm just a human. That's something I'm bad at. And so it's going to be a bunch of people just getting banned from the RuneScape section and I know I'm going to have to deal with that the day that I go back to WoW and play WoW. So I'm not looking forward to it. But I have no intent of quitting RuneScape. I actually intend on playing RuneScape as my main game because WoW is a seasonal game. And I finally realized that you can't play... WoW is not a game designed for you to play it forever. It's just not. And we have tried to do that for so long and been disappointed for so long that I realized I was just playing the wrong game. The entire time I've realized it. RuneScape should be the forever game. And you should play WoW seasonally and then come back to RuneScape after you're done playing that season of WoW. It just makes more sense to me. RuneScape is the baseline classic MMO. It'll always be here. You never lose your progress. You can go play WoW for a bit, go play a certain season of something for a bit, and then you come back and play RuneScape. It's just, it should have been like this. It should have been like this with me from the beginning. But, I had just tried to make WoW into RuneScape for so long that I just didn't know that there was something else out there that was, you know, a better baseline game. You think playing WoW is worth it? Absolutely. World of Warcraft Classic is one of the best games ever created. It's not a lifelong MMO though. And it was never designed to be. People tried to make it into that. I tried to make it into that. And it's just not. I would get burnt out on World of Warcraft playing it every day faster than I would get burnt out on playing RuneScape every day. Because RuneScape has things for you to do for a very long time. World of Warcraft has like a month of content if you're playing it as much as I do. And then the only thing there is to do is do it again. You're not doing anything over again on RuneScape on an Iron Man account for years. Like, you're not restarting another account like, until you finish this one, per se, for like 3-4 years of playing almost every day. So that's why I say that, like, this is just a better baseline game. Because you have so much content you can do before you have to restart or do it all again, like make an alt. Like, in WoW, the only thing for you to do is make an alt once you hit a certain... And then that's why people just play hardcore, because you have such high chance of dying. You just start over again. But I'm not really a person who enjoys doing the same thing over and over and over and over all the time. I need a change up. So I'm kind of burnt out on leveling characters in Classic WoW at this point in time. I need a break from that. That being said, I think that TBC Hardcore provides a lot of new first-time playthrough style content and new metas for a hardcore playthrough. I've already done TBC on like 3 or 4 different characters for the second time just 4 years ago. So playing it normally will not bring me the same joy as playing it through on a hardcore character. So I am interested in playing TBC on a hardcore character because it's new, the metas haven't been formed, and it's just more exciting to play hardcore in WoW. And I think it's more exciting for the viewers to watch it too. I think it's better content. So I am looking forward to doing a hardcore TBC playthrough at some point. Especially with OnlyFans, because that's just good content anyway. When you get it, when you bring a bunch of content creators together, it's just better content. So it's exactly like what I would be looking for to take a small break from RuneScape and then come back in the future. But I don't know when that's going to happen. It's definitely not anytime in the next 3 or 4 months. I'm guessing like 6 months. Maybe around May or June of next year or something. Isn't it 90% of Classic just for leveling? Yeah, but the leveling only takes you 5 days played. It only takes me 5 days played to get to max level. Which I do that in 10 days. Because I play 10 hours a day. Or 12 hours a day. So, it's like, what do you do if you're leveling X amount of characters? I'm almost never dying at this point in hardcore. Like, what are you doing if you're leveling all these characters, you know, one character every 10 to 12 days? And then all of a sudden you just have a bunch of hardcore level 60s, and they're all kind of just on raid log status. That's where I'm like, hell yeah. That's why I'm super glad I found osrs now, because now I actually have something to do when I'm on raid log status in WoW, or I'm burnt out of leveling characters or whatever. You know, I've got RuneScape now, and this is where I'll be hanging out for a very long time. Because I love MMOs, and I like that the progress is never lost. Guys, I mean, I would get owned. I would get absolutely destroyed on Gillinor game. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna need a few years of experience These guys, the problem is you're playing against guys with 20 years of experience. 20 years of knowledge, experience, learning the game, playing through it multiple times. Thousands of kills on bosses. Like, although I will say I wouldn't have a target on my back because I suck at PvP. I'm not great at PvM. And I don't have a lot of knowledge, but you know, maybe I would do my part in the challenges and I would perform well enough to be an asset for my team so we can get victories, but not enough of a threat to be targeted. I don't know, maybe there is an advantage of being in the middle in these type of challenges. Maybe I low-key have an advantage on killing our games. Never know. Okay, we need 50. 50 of this and then we're done. So I'm just going to Gommel's Hilt there. We're gonna light the fire. And then once the fire's lit, then what we're going to do is we're going to try and pie boost and kill the mages to see if we can get the dragon boots to drop. You'll want more of these salts to get disease-free herb patch TPs in the POH, also for sailing. We'll come back. We'll come back, Daco, for whenever that is. I'm going to try to get one Zilliana trip in. Okay, we're going to build the old fire pit, and this should no longer be tanking our stats. This absolutely would have tanked our Slayer boost. Okay, done. Now we no longer have to worry about losing stats when we TP here. That is massive. We're gonna wait for our Slayer to recover. Should I watch a new guide on how to do Zilliana at some point? Why Zilly not Bandos? Zilly drops a SGS, which is apparently very helpful for Coliseum, which is the next grind. This is a lot of healing. This is a lot of healing, so I think we're okay. I'm gonna eat this. Go. Deposit that, and then bring one more restore, and then Gommel's Hilt. Here we go. I already have 2 ropes. I mean, I already used the... I've already been to Zilliana once. So we're trying to get dragon boots right here, guys. We get lucky, maybe one will drop. I'm gonna kill as many mages as I can. You don't have a Zammy item on. Oh, I brought... I didn't bring my Zammy bracelets. That's why it's not working. Oh, man. I might have to leave and come back. D-Simmy gang, rise up. If you leave, you lose KC. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really care about the KC. I'm here to try to get the dragon boots to kill these, and then it's done. Are you doing turtle skipping for Slayer? Mazna. We're doing Mazna skipping for Slayer. 9 Mazna, 1 Duradel. We're actually getting a good bit of mage kills in here. Let's check the number. 25 mage kills. Got 26 mage kills so far. Can overbrew once here and pie again. And we're gonna do, this is the last boost that I have. Let's see how many of these we can kill before this boost runs out. And these are the only mobs in the game that drop dragon boots. Wait, why would a mage drop dragon boots? Wait, tag all is a crazy good idea. Why do you gotta kill Zuck for a melee cape? That is true. You need alt range to get melee. I just killed him until I hear collection log something. Until I hear Sea Engineer, we just keep killing him. Crazy amount of prog so far. Thank you, thank you. Exfil. Thank you for the 4-monther, by the way. Maybe I should just send a couple Zillianas since I already did the 35 kills. Once this pie boost drops. You guys said it was 1 in 128 for these things? Ooh, we're already down to 83. This might be my last kill very soon. Could be my last kill right here. Not bad though. On a 1.5 pie boost, we got 40 something kills. Time to knock out the Weston Diaries for the wild pies. Might have to. Might have to do it after this. We do a couple Zillianas and then get a bunch of wild pies and just fill the whole inventory up and just come down here and keep killing these. I feel like the dragon boots are pretty good. It's like +4 strength. And that's it for me, boys. Damn. No dice. All right, let's see what we can do. Let us see what we can do now. Wait, do I need the bracers in order to attack Zilliana? Or not? All right, here we go. Is it mage? Do I just die here? So what I do, protect from magic, blood barrage. God dang it. Where's the thing where I put my auto blood barrage? Oh, my staff's not on. What do I do, lock him? I have no mage accuracy in this outfit. What do I have to do, remove my outfit? Oh, I can't cast when I'm down brewed. Oh, fuck this. This is ass. Zilliana's back too. Fuck it, I didn't even kill anything else. She's just back. There we go, nothing's changed. I need to bring mage accuracy stuff next time. I was mainly here to just try to get dragon boots, and I was gonna try see if I could get a few Zilliana kills in between farming, like just because I would do naturally the dragon bone kills. Or the boots kills. I would get 35. So I was like, might as well try to get a few kills. Since you do the 35 already. I'm very familiar with the Bones to Peaches strategy because I watched the guide. I just don't have it yet. Raynar weed, how many? 6? Not bad. Could probably do one more. It doesn't seem very accurate. How do I get rid of these markers? I don't want them. Clear? 12 ground markers were cleared. They're still fucking here. Wait, what? Tile packs? Okay. Let's try this, and then heal back up, and then freeze the melee. Freeze the melee. And then group these up. Do they actually heal off of each other? So you just don't heal ever off these guys. Freeze off that. Now we should heal off these two. $52 heal. Okay, they're hurting me for more than I'm healing. Okay, it's wrong prayer. Potting? There's not enough defense. Nah, screw this. I'm getting a coach next time I come back here. I'm so confused on what to do. Might have to pot here. Run. 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 I hope he gets hit here in a second. Okay, he's dead. Swap it to range. Looting. TP out. Jesus. I got 11 Raynars. 11 Raynars from that, which is pretty good. Anyways, guys, next time I do Zillion, I'll probably get somebody to come in and help me out with that, because I didn't really know what was going on. I might watch another guide, but I didn't have the right stuff. That's for sure. I wasn't landing any barrages, and I was taking a ton of damage. I was taking a lot of damage there.